This article looks into the causes of stress and gives free tips to help you control and reduce your worries. I have, as I am sure many people do, stressed for most of my life for many different reasons. Even though I still worry about many things, I have now learned how to handle many of these situations and will write about how I go about doing this, in this article. I am the kind of person who likes to have a simple and settled life. When something comes along which is quite a big event or a bit out of the ordinary, this is when I start to stress. I am not the kind of person who likes change, therefore things like moving house is something which will cause me a lot of stress. I have actually moved house 4 times in the last 6 years, not very clever for someone like me. I am now happy where I live and plan to stay at this abode for a long time. I am also self-employed. There are many things I love about being self-employed, the fact that I am my own boss, I can choose my own hours, I have no one to answer or to report to, and the all-round freedom it gives me. I often stress, however, that business will go through a bad period and that I do not have the security of a regular income. How will I pay the mortgage? How will I pay my car loan? How will I feed and clothe my children? These are all the things that at times can keep me awake at night. I now have started to build up a backup fund in a bank account. When business is doing well, I put as much money as I can into this account, which I can then use in the leaner times. This gives me a peace of mind and therefore I do not have to worry so much. Business will go through good and bad periods, and this way I can easily cope when it does go slow. I used to also worry about how I would pay my tax bill at the end of the year, however I have also started to put money away each month similar to the above example, to pay for it. I now try and think about all of my worries in a logical manner, and instead of losing sleep over them I try to find solutions. I also feel stressed, and I am not sure why it is, the day after I have a night out drinking alcohol. In the morning, and nowadays since I am getting older, throughout the day, I often feel lethargic and my mind starts to play tricks on me. It makes me feel negative about the future and makes me worry about a whole host of issues. It now takes me around 48 hours to recover from a boozy night out and affects my family and work life. I have now decided that I will go out far less, and that when I do, I will limit the amount I drink. These are other things that can cause me to stress. When I have worked too hard. When I have had a lack of sleep. During and after an illness. After an argument with my girlfriend. When I am invited to a social occasion which I do not want to go to, such as a wedding. A visit from my girlfriend's family for, say, a weekend. Going on holiday. Some of the above may seem a bit bizarre to some people who read this article, however I am trying to be truthful. Yes, going on holiday does cause me to worry. I do not like flying for a start. I worry that I or a member of my family may become ill, or that the hotel may not be as good as what was described in the brochure. One thing which I am now careful to ensure of, is that I get enough sleep. I must say I love going to bed and I love sleeping. My bed is where I feel safe and comfortable. I used to fall into a trap of working too hard and would then stay up late, possibly watching the television. I would set my alarm to wake me up early, and I would then start the whole process over again. From reading a book about stress management, I discovered that sleep was one of the best forms of stress relief. I decided to give it a go, and I must say it works. I now stay in bed an hour later in the mornings, and where possible, I am in bed by 10 p.m. at night. I am also now attempting to take life in my stride. What happens will happen, and I will deal with each challenge on its own merit. I try to deal with potential problems in a positive way and realize that if life was very smooth and easy, that it would probably be quite boring. I now appreciate what I have in life, and instead of looking at the future full of dread, I look forward to what life will bring. I know that at times life will be hard, and am determined to get through these periods as quick as I can. Nowadays, when I do feel down and miserable, I tend to spend as much time as possible with my children, as they make me happy and can soon put a smile back onto my face.